another big week for earnings season. We're having 450 companies, give or take, reporting this week, but there's a lot of big names. Over 30% of the S&P 500 is reporting. Some of the FANGs are reporting. Some of the FANG Man, if you go for the longer version, are reporting. And just a lot of hot big cap stocks are reporting this week. So which are the 5 hottest that you should be paying attention to? It was hard to make this list because there's so many hot ones, but I think you'll know what's on it when you see what's on it. You won't be surprised. But let's dive right in and see. So the first one out the gate is Microsoft, ticker MSFT. You know it well. And it's got a great earnings chart. Look at that, almost all green, except for that one miss back there in 2016. It's almost going to fall off the chart, but it's probably got at least one more quarter. It'll just barely be on there if they beat again this quarter. Now look at the shares. They've busted out, like a lot of the big tech has, to new 5-year highs here, but kind of in this holding pattern as a lot of the big tech is. And so we'll see if this earnings report can really get these shares up and moving again. The stock is not cheap. It's trading at 33 times. But who cares about valuations here in 2021, right? So let's check out the next company, Advanced Micro Devices. This one also has a great earnings track record. Just that one miss as well. But theirs was in 2019. And otherwise, they've got a perfect record of either meeting or beating, which isn't easy to do, including all of these quarters during the pandemic. But these shares, too, busting out to new 5-year highs and basically holding right there to start the year, waiting for this report. They are trading pretty expensively as well at 52 times. But again, on the semiconductor side, that's a hot area, and everybody believes that the higher valuations are worth it on the semi side. So this is one that's surging in popularity, so we're all going to be watching it this week. Then our favorite of all favorites, Apple. Doesn't everyone own Apple? I do not own Apple, actually, but this chart looks very similar to Microsoft's with just that one miss back there in 2016, the same quarter actually. So what was happening in that quarter with tech? Both these big tech titans missing that same quarter. But after that, it's got the perfect record as well. Now these shares haven't really stalled out that much. They tried a little bit there in mid 2020, but then it busted out heading into the new year here to new highs. So can it stop the rally? Can it pause? Can it get a second wind and continue on here? It's now trading at 34 times earnings, much more expensive than it was just a couple of years ago, as everybody knows. But if it's got some decent earnings and sales growth, the street is willing to pay. So let's see what happens this quarter with Apple. And then we're going to talk about one of the hottest stocks of 2020, Tesla. TSLA is the ticker there. And they've put together this nice string of big beats the last 5 quarters here. So everybody's, it's a totally different game than what was happening in the last prior years where it was hit or miss, as you can see. But expectations are really big here now with the shares at these all-time highs and up, almost 1,000% here in 2020, and now trading at 224 times. But I've been told valuation doesn't matter on Tesla, so we'll see if it can get another wind here, like Apple, and head higher. And then we're going to wrap it up with a financial, Mastercard. It was difficult to choose between Mastercard or Visa, but I went with Mastercard because I like their play and what they're doing in China, and I like some of their online digital platforms that they're pushing. So Mastercard it is, even though they have that one miss, and it was just last quarter. Otherwise, they had the 5-year track record again of the perfect record, but now it's been marred again. But you can't really complain with just the one miss over that amount of time period, because that's an incredible track record. Now, these shares have kind of stalled out as well and are down a bit here to start 2021. Can they see a boost here with this next earnings report? They're now trading at 40 times, which is down a little bit from what they were previously when the PE was a little bit higher. So they've got a little bit more attractive, but still not altogether cheap with that 40 PE. But again, most investors are looking for the growth story, not the value here this week. So these are just 5 of the companies that are reporting this week, and there's other hot names and ones breaking out, and many with perfect earnings track records going this week. That's not easy to do. If you want to get all of these videos and see all of the earnings charts, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. It's on Zacks.com/YouTube, Zacks Investment Research over there on YouTube. But be sure to get all the videos as I'm bringing them to you every week now going forward during earnings season.